We need to improve our political acumen across the board.
Things are worse, and if we don't do something different, it's going to continue to get worse.
A lot of concerns and a lot of ideas today in Florida at the Truman Fire Forum.
Educate the public about the importance of current codes and standards and insist that public officials adopt them.
And that's what we need to begin to change our focus to, and that's follow the money.
Leaders from the fire service wrestling with the next steps to help keep the public safe and, in turn, keep firefighters safe.
We need to be able to use the technology to feed the education, and it's not just flip cards and how we used to do it.
I want to pay tribute to our firemen.
Inspiration for this important discussion came from Monday's Truman Legacy Symposium. There, participants heard from President Harry S. Truman's grandson, Clifton Truman Daniel, and others as they looked at Truman's landmark National Conference on Fire Prevention.
This meeting was tied to President Truman and what he did, the first president to address the fire problem in America back in 1947 with his commission, and to do it on the grounds of the Little White House, which was his place, his turf.
At the Truman Fire Forum, a firefighter's widow talked of her loss.
Today's May 7th. May 7th is the 25th anniversary of the day he died. And I will never be able to forget the day he died, that's for sure.
And a fire chief reminded everyone that all the answers aren't in the room.
Truman assembled a collective group of people well outside of our industry. Why did he assemble people outside of our industry? Why? Because they had skin in the game. To accomplish the task, you got to go beyond the American Fire Service.
For the last 2 days, we've heard where we've been since President Truman did the 1947 commission, all the advancements, but also the things that haven't been done yet. And today, 5 initiatives were developed where we are going to have action steps put in place for the top 5 things this group thinks we need to work on.
Integrate fire prevention, public education into the operations of the fire department from a cultural standpoint. Use technology and interactive applications to communicate both internally and externally. So internally with our own people, externally with the public.
The focus on fire prevention and technology are just 2 of the 5 priorities from this group. One of the others is an emphasis on data.
The data to clearly define the problem and what the priorities should be based on what we can prove.
The final 2 are using professional marketing expertise in telling the story of the fire service, and this interesting idea on making residential sprinklers a requirement for federal mortgages through the VA and HUD.
They continue to allow builders to build homes that do not have residential sprinklers, and yet they'll give them a mortgage. Now, why in the hell should we allow that to happen?
I think you could see that coming out of here, we have agreement on these issues.
Today has been a phenomenal day for the fire service. Today is just the beginning. A lot of work ahead of us, but we had consensus from the fire service on top 5 issues to be addressed.
Dave Statter for the National Fallen Firefighters Foundation.